episode of the original guru of good game. And I am your host, Zero Game, or Zero G, or Zero, or ZG, or G, however you want to address me, I answer to it all. And I want to give a shout out to all of our listeners and our friends, family, all those who liked, shared, reviewed, comment. I want to thank you so much for listening. And I really do appreciate everything and all of the comments, the likes, the shares. I really appreciate everything. I thank you so much, so much for listening in, because it really means a lot to me, because, you know, this is something that I got into and I really enjoy doing it, and I really enjoy sharing information and knowledge that I may have. You know, I just, like to share with people, and I hope that anybody who listening gets something out of it, maybe something that can help improve their situation, improve their life. I don't know, it's all on you, but I'm just glad that you're listening, and I hope you enjoy. And today, this is the official last episode of our first season. Now, I wish I had some background noise, do little cheers and yay and all of that stuff would be nice. But unfortunately, I don't have that right now. And, I ain't want to fill up the episode with a bunch of crap. Feel me? Okay. So I promised you this week that this episode was going to be mind-blowing, and it was going to have your ears buzzing, and it's definitely going to have you thinking and possibly doing some of the things that I'm about to tell you to do. So let's get into that right now. And what I'm talking about is creation. Oh, yes, that's what I'm talking about. The power that we all have of creation. Now, I know a lot of religious folks, they're going to get pissed. They're going to say, oh, how can you say that? God is the only one who can create, blah, 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 blah. And I'm going to keep saying this until I'm pretty much till you put the last nail in my coffin. Miss me with that religious bullshit. I'm sorry if I offended anybody. I don't mean to be offensive to you, but sometimes y'all can be a little bit offensive when somebody has a difference of opinion. Y'all quick to condemn and point your finger and say they ain't this and they ain't that. I mean, I think I was maybe 9 years old when all I did was question some of the things that I was being told about the Bible and God and this, that, and the other. And just because I questioned it, I had this very religious lady who was a close family friend say, I'm possessed by the devil. So I ain't got nothing but a demon in me. He ain't got nothing. That's just the devil in him. See, that's the devil right there. For him to even say something like that, that's the devil. And what I asked was a simple question was, where did the dinosaurs come from? I mean, the bones are there. They're in the museum. I mean, I was 9 years old. We went to a field trip to the museum. I looked at gigantic dinosaur bones. And all I did was ask, when did the dinosaurs come in the earth or on earth, or how come they not talked about in the Bible? I'm a demon. I'm a devil. I'm this, I'm that, blah, 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 blah. So in respect, I'm just going to say that, listen, believe what you believe that you want to believe. I believe every person has that right. But I also believe that because I don't believe what you believe, I have the right to have my own beliefs too. And I should not be condemned, put down, singled out, harassed, or made to feel like I'm not a human being because I don't believe your religious views. Those are your views. And more power to you. If it makes you a better person to treat other people better, I'm all for whatever it is you believe in. But if what you believe in, you ain't doing nothing but pointing the finger and perpetuating hate, racism, and, putting other people down and making them feel like they not worth being alive because they don't believe the way you believe, then once again, miss me with your religious bullshit. So now that I done got that out the way, I'm going to get back into this creation thing. Now, we talking about creation, and everybody, say, what are you talking about? There's no such thing as humans having the power of creation. That is bullshit. That's what they want you to believe, who want to keep you under control. Every single one of us has the power of creation that has been inside of us since the beginning of this universe. So whether it was the Big Bang or whether it was God saying, let there be light, it's always been a part of us since the beginning. Now you're going to want some examples on creation, this, that, and the other. Okay, I'm going to give you a perfect example that not a single person on this planet, well, every modern person on this planet, let's put it that way, has not put this into use. And this was something that comes from creation. The light bulb. Yes, that's right. The very light bulb. Before there was a light bulb, what was it? A candle, a lamp, a lantern, usually with some kind of oil or rag or wick that was lit. Or we just lit a fucking torch. But in the mind of someone, they created light. And they created a light bulb. And then they took that creation from their mind and brought it forth into our world. And now we lighten up all over the place. Your phone light up, screen on your TV lights up, your computer screen lights up, light bulbs everywhere, flashlights, incandescent lights, neon lights. I mean, look at all of the stuff that was created from one idea of creation. See, creation starts in the mind. Anything we can think of, we can create in our mind. I mean, look at Star Wars. That was an elaborate story, but it was created in somebody's mind. Now, whether there's some references they used, from ancient knowledge or something like that to throw in there to, give it some kind of substance to the story, possibility. I mean, we do a lot of that stuff, but every TV show, every movie, every book is a creation in somebody's mind before it came into reality. So let's say you got that novel you love to read, that your favorite author, maybe it's a romance novel, maybe it's somebody who writes a series of factual based books and stuff like that, information, whatever. All of that had to been created in a mind first and then brought into creation or reality that we live. So you have to create in your mind first. The mind is the first realm of creation. You create your level of love for a person in your mind first. You don't create love outside of your body and outside the world and then you put it in your head. You create that thought of love, that feeling of love for a person in your mind, and then you express it to that person if they reciprocal of your love. And of course, a lot of us have been in situations where we gave love and got nothing back in return. So, it's got to be reciprocal in that sense. But far as everything that we pretty much touch, feel, taste, I mean, a cheesecake, that was a creation in somebody's mind. The hamburger, creation in somebody's mind. The buffalo wings, creation in somebody's mind. Philly cheesesteak, creation in somebody's mind. So all of these things that we live and use and utilize on a daily basis are all examples of creation. Now people say, well, that's inanimate stuff. That's not life. Only God can create life. Once again, bullshit. Double bullshit. And the reason why I say that, because God gave us the power to create life. A man and a woman go in the bedroom, whether they done had a little wine, a little smoke, or had that feeling, and they go in there and they tear up the bed sheets and fuck up the headboard and fuck up the room for about an hour and a half. And then 9 months later, boom, they created life. They created a whole new life with a new soul all on their own. Well, as far as the creation part goes, they did that. As far as the delivery and everything, there was some assistance with that one, depending on where you live in this world today, because there are still some areas of the planet where women are still giving birth at home with no doctor, with no anesthesia, with no heart rate monitor and respirator and all that other stuff. They out in the woods or the jungles or whatever, and they spitting them out left and right with no problem at all. which makes you wonder how soft we became over the centuries. But back to the main topic. Creation begins in the mind. Just like any sex expert will tell you, sex begins in the mind first and then translate to the body. Love begins in the mind first and then translate to the world around you. Even hatred is created in the mind first before it is expressed in the world around you. So just think on that when you're sitting around, because I know this lockdown is kind of giving people a little bit of cabin fever. I feel you, but this is a time when people can actually reflect on things like this, and sit and actually create in your mind. Create a story, create an idea for a TV show, create an idea for a movie, create an invention, create a upgrade or an improvement to a product or service that's available right now. You might have the idea to turn a simple product into the most valued product humans may ever need or use. But it all starts in the creation of your mind. So people, be creative. Think that you have the power of creation, and your mind can create shit on a thought. Think about the crazy shit your dreams are. Because I know I done had some crazy ass dreams, especially if, brother was drinking a little bit too much or puffing a little bit too hard, or maybe got some bad fish or some shit like that. You have some crazy ass dreams sometimes. And I've had a few crazy dreams, shit. Well, ain't no had. I have and probably will have some more. So let's be real on that part. The craziness ain't stopped, because like I always said, you got to be a little crazy to live sane in this world. There's no such thing as a completely sane person that is productive in this world. That just don't exist. That's bullshit. You got to be a little crazy to put up with all of the big crazy that's out here, especially the big crazy coming from those who claim to be sane. But that's another conversation that we'll have in season 2. But right now we're going to keep on this creation topic here, because I want y'all to really understand that you have this power and you can improve this world so much by being creative and create. I mean, we have been conditioned for so long on destruction, war, separation, this whole me attitude, fuck you, I'm gonna get mine, this individualism that we, embrace so cynically, that everybody is about me and mine and getting this and getting that we forget that as we can create more together than we can destroy individually. And we can destroy a whole lot more together than we can create individually. So we should spend more time thinking about how we can create together. Find a common ground or a common cause or a common project or a common thing that we want to create, and then get everybody involved in the creation process. And that way it's not all on one shoulder. It's easier. You can build a house quicker with 100 people than you can with 10 people. Even though 10 people can still build that house, it may take them longer. It might require a lot more effort and labor on their part, and they'll have to carry a lot more of the load as they trying to build this. But if you got more people together and you got a community together, 100 people can put together a house for a family of 4 inside of 4 hours. And I'm being generous with the 4-hour part. I'm really being generous with the 4-hour part. 100 people getting together should be able to build 100 houses in a week and have all 100 people living in their own home if everybody put in the effort to build that house. But see, once again, we got to unite. And the same thing